We have exciting news. You can now get free promotions on Trading 212 and PiBazar.
Hey everyone, and welcome! Today, we're diving into a really interesting promotional offer from the investing platform Trading 212. It's a chance to get a free stock, which is pretty cool. We're going to break down exactly how it all works, and maybe even more importantly, we'll dig into whether the platform itself is safe and legitimate. So, let's get right into it.
You know, for a lot of us, that first step into investing can feel like a big one, right? It can seem a little complex, maybe even risky. But what if you could dip your toes in the water, not just with your own money, but with a free share to kick things off? That's the core idea we're exploring today.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the free stock opportunity itself. Then we'll walk through the exact steps to get it. And after that, we're tackling the big questions. Is Trading 212 a legit company? How is your money actually protected? And what kind of security features do they have in place?
Okay, let's get straight to the exciting part. The real advantage here is pretty obvious. It's a chance to get a nice little bonus to start your portfolio. So here's the deal. When you sign up as a new user through this promotion, you get one free share. And the really cool part is that its value is random, but it can be worth up to 100 euros. I mean, that's a fantastic way to potentially add a pretty significant asset to your account right from day one.
So you're probably wondering, okay, how do I actually get this? Well, the good news is the process is designed to be incredibly simple, just a few quick actions.
It really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you have to register using the specific promotional link. That part's super important. Second, you make a minimum deposit. And when I say minimum, I mean tiny. The source notes it can be as little as just over 1 euro. Once that's done, boom, a free stock is randomly dropped right into your account. Simple as that.
Now here's a crucial point to keep in mind. This isn't an offer that lasts forever. After you register, you have a 10-day window to make that initial deposit and get your stock. So the key is to be ready to act pretty soon after you sign up.
All right, now for what is probably the most important question of all. A free offer is great, but only if the company behind it is trustworthy, right? So let's take a hard look at the evidence for Trading 212's legitimacy. First off, their history. Trading 212 wasn't born yesterday. It was founded way back in 2004. That's over 2 decades in the financial services industry. That kind of longevity is a really strong sign of a stable business that has built a solid reputation, especially as a go-to platform for beginners. Next up, and this is a big one, regulation. Trading 212 is regulated by major financial authorities all over the world. We're talking about the FCA in the UK and CySEC in the EU, among others. This means they are held to incredibly high standards for how they conduct business, transparency, and financial stability. It's a huge stamp of approval. So, knowing the company is legitimate is step 1, but step 2 is understanding exactly how your money is kept safe. This really builds on that foundation of trust. This is an absolutely critical concept in finance. Your funds are held in segregated accounts. What that means is your money is never, ever mixed with Trading 212's own corporate money. It's kept totally separate. So, in the very unlikely event the company were to face any financial trouble, your capital is protected. It's completely walled off. This is a vital feature for any broker. And on top of that, there's a compensation scheme. For users who fall under their EU regulation, your funds are protected by the Investors' Compensation Fund for up to 20,000 euros. It's just another powerful layer of security designed to protect you, the investor. We've covered the company's legitimacy and the financial safety nets. Now let's zoom right in on the technology that protects your individual account and your personal data. The platform puts some really powerful security tools directly in your hands. You can, and you absolutely should, enable two-factor authentication, which requires a second code to log in. You can also use biometric login, like your fingerprint or Face ID, for super fast and secure access. And behind the scenes, all your data is protected by advanced SSL encryption, which is the same security standard your bank uses. Beyond what you can control, the platform has these amazing safety nets built right in. Negative balance protection is huge. It means you can never lose more money than you have in your account. You can't go into debt. They also use very strict Know Your Customer verification to confirm everyone's identity and have dedicated teams working around the clock to prevent fraud. So, when you put it all together, the heavy regulation, the segregated funds, the compensation schemes, and all these tech security features, you get a comprehensive safety net. The source material we looked at summarizes it perfectly with this quote, highlighting Trading 212 as one of the safest platforms out there for regular investors in Europe. And that brings us to our final thought. When you consider the super low barrier to entry from this promotion and you combine it with all the robust layers of security we've just walked through, well, it raises an interesting question. For someone looking to start their investment journey, could this be one of the most secure and advantageous ways to begin? That's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining this explainer.